My name is Sheila Hawkins and I live in St Anne's. I was a technical illustrator and I'm retired now, and I have three sons, and the youngest one is live with me. I was on the train going to Manchester, Victoria. About 15 minutes before it got there, I felt funny, and I had my arm. And I thought it was funny. This. I looked at my arm and I couldn't feel anything, and I tried to put it back and it wouldn't go. It wouldn't go anywhere. You know, I wouldn't go. It wouldn't go. So anyway, I thought. So when I got off the train, my cousin took me in an ambulance, and then I went to Bury, which was Fairfield Hospital in Bury. And I was there for 2 weeks and 2 days, and then I was all right after then. So then they brought me home in a car. I didn't have much wrong with me. I didn't have me arms or my legs or anything was wrong with me. But I was speechless. I couldn't even tell where the bus wanted to go. I couldn't tell them. I used to have to write it down. And say when to go to that stop. It was awful. It was all in shops and everything. In shops, and the phone. You know, it was difficult. Because speech therapy was bad. I went to Claire Thompson, who was at Clifton Hospital down there, and she was very, very good. She gave me homework. She said, just go out and talk to anybody you can find. and it works, because I taught on the bus, I taught everywhere, I taught everywhere now. I mean, I've been to lots of things during the day. I go to the library and family history and everything. They all talk to me. Yesterday I cancelled my dental appointment, because Andrew used to do it, he see, before me, but I said no. I said, Andrew, you got to do it myself. I've got to do it myself. I can't just express how it was important to me. I didn't think it would take me so long, but it did. It still isn't perfect. It isn't imperfect, but it's good now. It's good. With Claire's patience and understanding, I didn't know where I would be. She was great. She was really great. I mean, we even email each other. It's helped me. You know, I couldn't even do the keyboard or anything, or even the taxing as well. You know, I couldn't do anything, but she's helped me. Yeah.
When I watched the film of Sheila, it actually made me cry, and it might make me cry again now just talking about it. It made me cry for two reasons. First, because I was just so proud of her, for how well she spoke on the film, how well she was able to communicate in spite of still having some difficulties with her speech as a result of her stroke. And the second reason it made me cry, because it reminded me what a privilege it is to work with people like Sheila. When I first met her, she was struggling quite a lot with her speech, and also had a little bit of difficulty with her understanding, her reading and her writing. And together we set some goals of what she wanted to achieve. She wanted to be able to have a more fluent conversation. She wanted to be able to send text messages again, and write emails to her friends and really become independent, just as she was before she had her stroke. And so we worked on things together, and I suggested things that she could do, strategies that would help her to communicate out there in her everyday life. And she just went and did it. She was amazing, and I had such a lot of awe for her, how she, in spite of her difficulties, got out every day, talked to people, tried not to be embarrassed. And she has achieved that. She has achieved her independence again. And when it came to the point of discharging her, she felt ready to be discharged. And that was a wonderful feeling for me, that we had worked together, she had improved, and she felt ready to carry on with her life, even though she was still having some difficulties. She knew what to do, and that was incredibly rewarding for me.